Hey everybody, welcome back to Wild's End. Thank you for being here. Today I'm going to be continuing decorating my beaches, and this is mainly going to be a little fish market on my northeastern beach in Beach Rock, which is like a pretty standard type of build that I feel like a lot of people do, but hopefully it'll be cute, and let's go ahead and get started. So since this is a pretty quick build and I'm not like having to explain very much about it, I thought I would just chat a little bit about some things that are going on with me and my island and everything. So I wanted to mention just like I really haven't been super inspired to make speed builds recently. I mean, mostly because like I'm very nearly done with Wild's End and I basically just have the beach and some like tiny little areas on cliff edges and stuff to decorate. And those are my least favorite to do, so I haven't been feeling that stoked about decorating, and I'm like struggling to get ideas right now. I do want to be clear that like you don't have to decorate your beaches. I know I talk about this like I have to decorate my beaches, but like seriously, like you can just leave them empty if you don't feel like decorating them. You don't have to do anything, it's a game. But like I really wanted to fill my beaches up because I feel like my whole island is so like densely decorated that it would just feel weird to me personally if I left my beaches empty. So I at least want to put a lot of like coconut trees and custom designs and stuff on my beaches just to make them feel as full as the rest of the island. But like obviously you don't have to do that. I'm just a little bit stressed about it because of who I am as a person. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like I'm trying to keep reminding myself that like not everything has to be like conceptual or like have a specific theme to it or use a lot of items and stuff. Like it is okay to just decorate with like trees and plants and custom designs instead of like having to make everything a little themed area. So I'm trying to remember that and not feel as like stressed out about trying to think of like concepts for my beach builds, and like I'm allowed to just like fill up this space in a way that I think looks nice. It doesn't always have to be like themed. At this point, I am kind of itching to finish Wild's End a little bit, not because I'm like bored of it or anything, but because I recently had just like a really, really cool idea for my next island, and I've been so excited about it, and I've been making plans and like thinking of concepts for builds and stuff, and I'm just like so stoked about it, and I'm really excited to restart. Like I'm really in the home stretch with Wild's End right now, and I think I'm probably going to be restarting sometime at like the beginning of next month. I have like several videos still coming out for Wild's End, obviously. Like I still am going to make that video with all of the custom codes that I use on this island and how I use them. And of course I'm going to be doing like a final island tour and a dream address release. So that's going to be coming sometime around the end of this month, I'm guessing. Don't hold me to that, but I'm assuming that's going to be around the end of this month. And I also am thinking of making some sort of cool, like artsy style, like different kind of video as like a farewell or like an ode to Wild's End, and maybe have that like explaining some more like lore and stories of this island and giving more background to the villagers and things like that before I say goodbye to this island and just leave the dream address up, because I do just love Wild's End and so dearly, and I'm not like excited to get rid of it or anything. It's actually really sad to me. I'm just really excited to be able to have like a whole new island with all this space for new builds and to be exploring new concepts and themes. So that's what's going on with me right now in my island plans and my channel plans. So it's just sort of a little update. So yeah, this is probably going to be the last speed build that I do for Wild's End, unless I think of some more like conceptual builds for the beach and I end up recording some footage of those, but I'm not putting any pressure on myself for that. I feel like if I just decorate the beaches mostly off camera, I'll just feel a little bit more relaxed about it and less like I need to make everything really inventive and make everything perfect. I just feel like that's more conducive to me like actually finishing these beaches. Honestly, I kind of just have this fear of like that if I don't do as many speed builds, then people will like stop watching my videos or something. Like, because they're really like the bread and butter of my channel, and they're what I got started on. And I really enjoy making the more chatty content that I've been making, and I like I've been enjoying making content about other games as well. Like I have a video coming up really soon for Pioneers of Olivetown. But I also really enjoy making and editing speed builds, and y'all seem to enjoy it, and the algorithm seems to enjoy it. So it kind of stresses me out that I'm at a point right now where I won't be making as many speed builds for a little while. But I know it's actually fine. Like it's all going to be fine. This sort of like transitional period of like finishing one island and then being about to start another, it's just new for me. And I've been talking for quite a while now, so I'm just gonna let the footage roll for a while. Yeah, since I had finished the market and I still had this like space left and I hadn't been filming for very long, I decided to make a little seating area here. I know it doesn't really make sense to have this like right next to the water, and it might look kind of weird, but I don't care. I think it looks cute. So that is the build. I'm honestly not like entirely thrilled with how it turned out, but it's like fine and I'm gonna keep it there. I like the general vibe of it. Thank you so much for watching, and a really special thank you to anyone who's been invested in Wild's End in any way. Whether you're here from the beginning or you just found my videos today, you're along for the ride, and I can't wait to share the stream address so you can explore Wild's End for yourself, because it's just so special to me. I really hope you're all having a good day, and if not, I hope tomorrow is better. And yeah, stay safe. Bye bye, y'all.